Hello everybody and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. Here tonight we have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. RK Bro, the challengers, about to make their way out to the ring. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. They've been keeping their eye on the Bloodline, having a few discussions about how things have been going, and I'm sure they've been keeping an eye on how Solo Sikoa wasn't able to pick up the victory against Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle must be chuffed about that, causing ripples within the Bloodline. Can that cause any effects for here tonight? Can these two maybe pick up the victory and get those Raw Tag Team Championships back around their waist? Of course, they are the team that the Usos defeated for those titles, so we're going to have to see whether these guys can win those titles back. But as for now, the undisputed tag team champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Of course, it is only the Raw Tag Team Championships that are on the line tonight. First time that we're seeing these two in action. We've seen a little bit of Matt Riddle. Don't think we've seen Randy Orton thus far in action, as far as I'm aware, as far as I can remember. Actually, yes, we have, because in that qualifying match we saw Randy Orton, so we haven't seen the tag team champions in action, but we're about to see them in action here tonight. Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. Can the Usos successfully defend those titles, or will RK Bro regain that crown and possibly tear apart the Bloodline even further? Roman Reigns did state that if the Usos were to lose their tag team titles and Solo Sikoa was to lose to Matt Riddle, there will be serious consequences to pay. And I mean, Solo Sikoa did lose to Matt Riddle, so there's a lot of pressure on the Usos here tonight. They really need to get that victory, because it could be to almost save their brother, their younger brother, in Solo Sikoa. So, first time that the Raw Tag Team titles are going to be on the line in this universe. Let's see how things shape out. Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, and the Usos. So this is a no disqualification match. Well, it looked like Jimmy Uso was going for the referee there. Not sure what that's all about. Matt Riddle though, and Randy Orton getting off to a good start, taking the fight to the Usos here. Bit of ground and pound from Matt Riddle. Randy Orton turning his attention to Jimmy. Oh, and Matt Riddle with that vicious stomp to the elbow. Oh, and Randy Orton just caught Jey Uso on his way down from that drop kick. Big suplex from both Randy Orton and Matt Riddle there on the Usos. The Usos now trying to work together, get themselves back on top. Matt Riddle rolling to the outside, so it's a bit of a handicap match now in the ring. Randy Orton suffering from the DDT. Matt Riddle needs to get back in there and help his partner out. Big strike from Matt Riddle. Randy Orton now going to take a breather. The Usos doing well at splitting these two up momentarily, able to deal the damage individually on these two. Jey Uso with some big strikes. Randy Orton just kind of lurking on the outside there. He wasn't looking like he was in too much of a rush to get back in the ring. A big chop there from Jimmy Uso to Randy. It's a bit strange, although he did come in to break up that pin, of course. Now Jey Uso going for a weapon. He's gone for the sledgehammer. We've seen a lot of action with that sledgehammer tonight. First Bianca Belair. Randy Orton doesn't know that Jey Uso is behind him with that sledgehammer. Oh, but he manages to... He must have seen him in the corner of his eye or something. Managed to just wipe out Jey Uso before he got wiped out himself. Jey Uso went for a big clothesline but missed. And a side Russian leg sweep. Matt Riddle once again going to be on his own between these two. Randy Orton just on that apron. Jey Uso once again going for a weapon. Oh, and a big uppercut from Jimmy. Randy Orton taking the fight to Jimmy. Jay deciding to leave. Oh, a big strike with that sledgehammer to the face of Jimmy Uso. Yeah, Jey Uso leaving that kendo stick on the outside. Maybe he second-guessed himself. Jey Uso, meanwhile, into the cover. Randy Orton easily kicking out at 1 there. Oh, and Jey Uso just sending Matt Riddle straight into those turnbuckles. That's got to hurt. Randy Orton now with Jimmy Uso all alone in the ring. Jimmy and Jay both on the outside. Randy Orton decides to follow, wipes out Jimmy Uso. Now turns his attention to Jay. Into the belly-to-belly on the outside. Matt Riddle looking to come and back up his partner. Well, big strike from Randy. May have actually just connected a little bit with Jimmy. Sorry, with Matt Riddle there. A bit with Jimmy as well, but yeah. A lot of this fight on the outside here. Randy Orton just tossing Jey Uso there. Oh, a big slap. Another one for good measure from Jey Uso. Matt Riddle sent Jimmy into the ring. Quite smart. Just separating Jimmy and Jay for at least briefly. Jimmy Uso just in the ring taunting a little bit here. He may want to help his partner out. His partner's taking a bit of a beating. Jimmy Uso just kind of looking on. Jimmy does decide to get involved. Some big strikes here from Matt Riddle. Randy Orton, Matt Riddle really taking the fight to the Usos here. Trying to stay on top as much as they can. Matt Riddle. Oh, just tossing Jimmy Uso almost into Jey Uso just then. Keeping that locked grip around the waist of Jimmy was Matt Riddle for a second there. Matt Riddle went for that kendo stick, but was kicked out of his hand. Randy Orton, meanwhile, with that fall-away slam. Vintage Randy Orton. Randy sees Jimmy Uso with that kendo stick. He couldn't quite get there before Jimmy. And a side Russian leg sweep into the barricade. This is a big matchup for both teams. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle looking to regain that crown of the tag team titles on Monday Night Raw. But the Usos looking to just keep the bloodline intact almost. Someone got busted open just then. I'm not sure if it was Jimmy, Jay, or Randy just then. I think it may have been Jey Uso. He's holding his face here. Randy Orton, could he be lining up for the punt kick? He is, and the referee just got in the way. Oh my word, the referee may have just cost RK Bro. Matt Riddle on the outside, absolutely taking care of Jimmy Uso. Into the submission hold now. I'm not sure what's going on in the ring. Randy Orton pretty much had this match won. The referee's still out. Slowly making his way back to his feet. Well, RK Bro are going to be absolutely furious if they lose this match. It's going to be a similar situation to Carmella. A big super kick in the ring from Jey Uso. He's heading to the top rope. He could be looking to finish this one here. He hits the frog splash. Matt Riddle on the outside is a bit preoccupied. Into the cover. Can Randy Orton kick out? A bit of a slow count from the ref, but no, Matt Riddle able to get there and break up the count. The action back in the ring once more. Matt Riddle and Jimmy Uso going at it still. Jimmy Uso fighting out of it. Jay bringing it, introducing a table into the mix. Big strike from Matt Riddle. Okay, bro, trying to stay on top of things, but Jey Uso especially making things difficult. Now Jey Uso into a submission here. Randy Orton able to connect with a dropkick just to break things up. Jey Uso going for a clothesline, he misses. Randy Orton into that neck breaker, vintage Randy. Going for the knee drop perhaps. No, Jey Uso saw it coming. Able to avoid it, get out of the way. Well, Jimmy Uso on the outside now, threatening with that steel chair. You might want to get in the ring, mate, and use it. Randy Orton hit with a steel chair now. He may want to hit Matt Riddle, sorry. He's going after Jey Uso here, into the strikes to the side of the head, into the submission perhaps, but Jimmy Uso, he's right there, he's going to break it up. Now Jimmy Uso with Matt Riddle in his clutches, into the suplex, a huge suplex there. Matt Riddle rolls out to the outside. Now it's just Jimmy and Randy in the ring. Randy Orton managing to slip down behind into the cover here. Matt Riddle going to try and keep Jey Uso preoccupied on the outside, but Jimmy able to kick out. Jey Uso setting up that ladder. That huge ladder across from the announce table onto the side of the apron. And Randy Orton, he was hit with the Samoan drop into the roll-up, but Jimmy Uso able to kick out once again. Well, Randy Orton grabbing that steel chair. Jimmy Uso, however, not letting him use it. Randy Orton onto the shoulders and an electric chair drop. Matt Riddle noticing that it's a bit of a 2-on-1 situation, trying to create some space briefly. Jimmy Uso getting a bit excited. Matt Riddle back onto his feet. Jimmy went for that super kick. He may have connected slightly with it, but not as much as he would have liked. Randy Orton now turning his attention to Jimmy Uso on the outside. Jey Uso connecting with that steel chair inside the ring. Matt Riddle's going to want to try and maybe hit a big move here, because Jimmy and Randy are busy on the outside. So if Matt Riddle can hit something big, or even if Jey Uso could hit something big, it could be a victory for either one of them. Jey Uso into the cover. Randy Orton's preoccupied on the outside, but Matt Riddle kicks out on a 1 count. Wonder how long this match is going to last then. Jimmy Uso in that Boston Crab, and Jey Uso noticing, and Matt Riddle followed him but couldn't quite stop him in time. Now some big knees to the hamstrings of Jey Uso. And a huge knees to the face from Matt Riddle. Jey Uso could be knocked out right here. No, not quite. He's getting himself back into this now. Floating over into the DDT, and oh my god, no. Randy Orton through the ladder. Jimmy Uso with the powerbomb, just driving Randy Orton through that ladder. That could be the turning point for the Usos. Randy Orton though. Randy Orton's the one that was busted open earlier on. Got a slight cut above the right side of his eye. Yeah, just above the right side of his face. Oh my god. Matt Riddle connects inside the ring into the cover. I'm not sure where Jey Uso is. Oh my goodness, I thought we was about to have new Raw Tag Team Champions. Not quite, it's not to be, not just yet. This match could go either way still. Two fantastic teams. Matt Riddle really taking the fight to the Usos right now. Matt Riddle with a big German suplex, a deadlift German suplex to add to it. Not just an ordinary German suplex. Jey Uso trying to take out Randy Orton, but Randy Orton meanwhile, he's going for that big ass ladder. Maybe he's looking for a bit of revenge. Jey Uso with that kendo stick though, was lying in wake. Randy Orton with Jey Uso up on his shoulders. What's he going for here? Matt Riddle in a bit of trouble in the ring. A lot of brawling going on outside and inside the ring. Jimmy Uso right now, well, he did just have the better of Matt Riddle, I was going to say. A huge knee to the jaw. Matt Riddle, could he be going in for the cover? No. That huge knee again. Just looking to knock out Jimmy Uso, it seems like. Now he's going for the steel chair himself. Jimmy Uso with Randy Orton on the ladder. What's Jimmy Uso got planned? Oh my goodness, the senton through the ladder. Jimmy Uso taking out Randy Orton. Jey Uso meanwhile in the ring with Matt Riddle And Matt Riddle's in trouble here. It's Jimmy and Jay. Jey Uso threatening Randy with that steel chair. Randy making his way back to his feet. Jimmy Uso really going off on one here with that steel chair. And he just lost his concentration. Allowed Randy Orton to get back in the ring and break up that pin. That could have been it. Could have been the end of the match there. Jey Uso though in trouble now. All alone in the ring, but smart enough to get himself to the outside. Matt Riddle going to do some ground and pound on Jimmy Uso. Randy Orton going to set up that table perhaps in the ring. Yes, he is. Setting up that table right in the centre of the ring. It's a bit of a 2-on-1 out here though. Jey Uso with that sledgehammer. Jimmy going for the attack, but Randy Orton from behind. Oh, and I think Matt Riddle's just been busted open as well. Team RK Bro going to come away from this war with some scars. Big DDT again on the outside. Big DDT, and look at this. We've got flames in the ring, on the table. These teams really going at it. What's he going for here, Matt Riddle? Putting Jey Uso on the side of the table. Jey Uso in big trouble here. Big German suplex through the flaming table. You got to think that's it. Surely that's it. We've got new Raw Tag Team Champions. Surely Matt Riddle. No! Jey Uso kicks out. He's just been put through a flaming table. Oh my goodness. Matt Riddle possibly looking to end this one, but Jimmy Uso making his way back into the ring. Jey Uso able to reverse. Randy Orton grabbing those steel steps, looking for a bit of an equaliser, I suppose. Jimmy Uso crashes and burns on the outside. Jay getting another ladder involved. Randy deciding against those steel steps, and maybe he should have stuck with them. A big knee from from Matt Riddle. Got so much going on all at once. It's hard to keep up. Losing track of who's who. Matt Riddle with that kendo stick. Jey Uso getting the better of Randy over on the other side. Jey Uso with those steel steps now. Randy able to just get a kick to the midsection. Getting Jey away from those weapons. Randy trying to inflict some damage. Just using the old school methods. A big clothesline. Jimmy and Riddle on the other side of the ring. Tearing each other apart. This is one hell of a matchup for this Raw Tag Team titles. The Usos don't want to give an inch. RK Bro don't want to give an inch. Both teams absolutely spent right now. A big backbreaker, I think it was. I'm not sure. Randy Orton went for a bit of an unorthodox thing there. Going for the other steel steps now. Just placing them down on the outside. What's Randy got planned? Trying to send Jimmy back into the ring. Oh, and he's just dropped Jimmy spine first on those steel steps. Randy Orton trying to come to his partner's aid. Jey Uso's got a bit of a torso injury here. That's not looking good. Probably leading on from being crashed through that flaming table. Matt Riddle and Randy Orton turning their attention to Jimmy Uso though. In the meantime, Matt Riddle into the suplex pin. Could this be it for the tag team titles? No. Jimmy Uso able to kick out of it this time. Randy might want to help his partner out. Jimmy and Jey Uso trying to get back on top here. It's pretty much been all RK Bro, to be honest. They've done so well at just keeping the Usos separate. I fear for the Bloodline right now, to be honest. Matt Riddle. Randy Orton into the suplex now. Oh, and Jimmy Uso smartly making his way to the outside. Jay coming back in. Matt Riddle meeting him there. And a side Russian leg sweep, spine first onto that baseball bat. And a big super kick from Jey Uso. Randy Orton may want to be paying attention to what's going on inside the ring. Trying to keep Jimmy down on the outside, but a big frog splash on the inside. Jey Uso to retain the titles. No! Matt Riddle kicks out this time. Is this match ever going to end? What a match this is. Randy Orton into the DDT. Driving Jey Uso face first into the canvas. Jey once again making his way to the outside, making some separation. Another table is introduced. Randy Orton just wiping out Jimmy Uso. Okay, bro. And Jimmy Uso has been busted wide open here. Randy Orton. Side Russian leg sweep on the outside. Now Matt Riddle. It's working on the arm of Jimmy. They need to get one of these... Okay, bro, need to get one of the Usos back into the ring to finish this matchup. Matt Riddle was thinking about going for those stairs. Randy Orton, I think he heard me. Might want to keep Jey Uso down on the outside, though. That's what I think Randy Orton's doing. Matt Riddle just standing by with those steel steps. Deciding against it. Jimmy Uso making his way back to his feet. I thought maybe for a second he might have been going for a suicide dive. Now Jey Uso possibly looking for another weapon to introduce. No, Matt Riddle going in for the attack. Into a big suplex on the outside once more. Randy Orton might want to get Jimmy Uso back into the ring. Or even Matt Riddle getting Jey Uso back into the ring. Okay, bro, I've been showing a very good performance here tonight. Jimmy Uso with a bit of an injury to the face, or to the head, should I say, right now. These superstars are leaving nothing to chance. They're giving it their all. Jimmy Uso with those steel steps now. Matt Riddle not going to let him use it. Big Samoan drop from Jey Uso on the outside. Matt Riddle slamming Jey Uso down. Action-packed this is. Jimmy Uso driven face first into the barricade there. Randy Orton, he's got to know. Both teams have got to know. They've got to get back in the ring. They're doing a lot of the brawling outside here, but an opportunity could arise inside the ring if you keep the action in there. The other team's partner just rolls out for a second, then you've got that opportunity. Jimmy Uso, though, absolutely laying waste to Randy Orton with that sledgehammer, missing that time. Randy Orton into the backbreaker and a big clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Jey Uso now inviting Randy back into the ring, and he attacks him straight away with that sledgehammer. Sorry, not with that sledgehammer, that baseball bat. Randy Orton, I think he may have been going for that punt kick again. Randy Orton into the RKO out of nowhere. This could be it. Randy Orton into the cover. New tag team titles, new tag team champions have been crowned, sorry. New tag team titles crowned? That doesn't make any sense. This match doesn't make much sense, actually, to be fair. Went on for a decade, it feels like. What a performance, though, from RK Bro. They did really well in that match. But I really do fear for the Bloodline right now, because Roman Reigns is going to be absolutely fuming. First Solo Sikoa letting him down. Now the Usos also letting him down. But anyways, we've got new Raw Tag Team Champions, Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, coming out on top. Randy Orton hitting that RKO in the ring. Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Extreme Rules, or this part of Extreme Rules. We've got one more part coming up. We've got the main event of Brock Lesnar and Bron Breakker, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. I should be uploading that tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then leave a like down below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. So take care, guys, and peace.